Well, we are back a day late, but absolutely not a dollar short because it's Liquidate All Assets with Guru and Dibs and Goo, episode 22, my guy, Deuce Deuce.
Yeah, you know where I gotta go. That's Emmitt Smith. I was gonna say Drew Wiggins since he got the shot. You know what? It's Andrew Wiggins. How about that?
That's really good. I thought you would have gone Low Neal, which is the number he wore at Fresno State, of course, Deuce Deuce, and also his rookie year at New Orleans, our buddy Low Neal. He wore number 22, but you can't miss with either guy you're going to go to.
Yeah, that's my brother from another mother, and I always had him at 41. I didn't know he had 22 ties. Don't tell him.
Yeah, Deuce Deuce, and he's getting his number retired at Fresno State coming up, I think, 2 weeks from Saturday, and the number that they will retire.
Yeah, I thought we were road trip.
Yeah, we thought about it, and they're going to retire his number 22, which is pretty exciting. This is Liquidate All Assets with Guru and Dibs, brought to you by Livermore Casino. Get in on the action at Livermore Casino in downtown Livermore on First Street, the Tri-Valley's only poker destination, offering blackjack, three-card poker, baccarat with no player collection. Enjoy their 24-hour gaming floor, full bar, and restaurant with indoor and outdoor patio seating. Watch all your favorite games at Livermore Casino, open 7 days a week. Visit us at 3571 First Street today in downtown Livermore on First Street. Livermore Casino, Tri-Valley's place to play. Please play responsibly. Goo, we got Thursday Night Football tonight. We got a Week 5 slate in the NFL. We got playoff baseball, NBA futures. We got a lot of action, Goo. And what do you say we start with a little Major League Baseball playoff action? We got Houston leading the White Sox right now 3-0, but we'll turn our attention instead to tonight's game, Boston at Tampa, game 1 of the American League Division Series. What do you think about Boston at Tampa, Goo?
I think it's going to be a 15-round bout with two great pitching staffs in that dump of a baseball, what they call stadium. I'm taking the under, Dibs. I don't see a lot of runs tonight. The Rays represented the American League in the World Series last year. I think they're going to do it again. They got arms, they got bullpen, but don't sleep on Boston. So I like the under in this game tonight.
It should be an interesting one. And as mentioned, the White Sox and Astros already underway in action that started a little bit ago, started this afternoon. Of course, we'll take a look at the Giants-Dodgers tomorrow. But I'm going to give you Tampa Bay as the winner here, Goo, tonight. I'm going to take them on the run line, minus 1.5 runs. It's plus 130. I think what Tampa Bay has done this year has really been underrated. They've flown under the radar. Boston, of course, had to grind all the way to the end of the season. They had to get by the Yankees in the wild card game. I think Tampa Bay is undervalued by the markets. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tampa at home. Shane McClanahan, the lefty on the hill against Eduardo Rodriguez. I like Tampa on the run line, plus 130 tonight as baseball's playoffs fully get underway.
Yeah, you know me, Mr. Run Line. That plus the 130, a little sexy, Dibs. I see you working, but I'm going to stick with the under, and hopefully we both win.
Yeah, and we'll keep it chronological when it comes to all sports in a minute, and we'll get to the Thursday night football game. But first, let's focus on baseball, Goo, and let's talk about the big game, the Giants and Dodgers. It comes up on Friday. It's the first of hopefully many classics for this Giants team in the postseason. Walker Buehler going up against Logan Webb. The Dodgers minus 1.5 on the run line, plus 150 for the Dodgers and Walker Buehler. Over under of 7, Goo. What do you think about Giants Dodgers tomorrow night?
You know what? I think what I did last night is I hit the under on that ball game. Not many runs scored in LA. 3-1. Total of 4, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Webb has been in his bag. He's filthy. I think the Dodgers come in here mad. Both teams without their slugger first baseman, talking about Muncy and Belt. So, Dibs, I see a Friday night tilt on 3rd and King. Not a lot of runs scored. Hard to hit the ball out. I could be wrong. So that under 7, your boy's growing up. I do the run line in the regular season. I don't know how to read this, but I feel real good about the under 7, and that's where I'm going.
I appreciate the comment from IB saying, finally, LOL. Yeah, it's a day late from yesterday. We got it going here just before 2:30. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants in this one on the
Okay.
money line. I'm not going to worry about the plus 1.5 runs because the price is no good. I'm just going to take the Giants to win the game. I think you're right about the nature of the ball game. More likely
Yeah.
a 3-2, a 4-3 kind of game. And if it's a close game among two teams, or between two teams rather, that are very close, as these two teams have been, I like the home team. I like the idea of the Giants maybe pulling it out in walk-off fashion or even in extra innings. So I'm going to take the Giants plus 106 on the money line. Just win, Giants. All they got to do is win in order for this bet to cash for me. So I'm taking the Giants and Logan Webb getting over on the Dodgers. Walker Buehler has been a little bit shaky his last few outings. He's still a really good pitcher, but I'm going to take the Giants in this one, Goo.
I like it, and you'll be proud of me. I was in the lab, and I know you can't take too much from the regular season, but that phenomenal series they had on Third and King last year, between these two teams a couple months ago, Dibs, they all went under. And I just feel like when two teams hate each other, you get the best out of them. And you are right about Buehler, but I think he gets his act together, and it's under 7 tomorrow.
Should be a pretty tight affair, and all the action gets underway tomorrow with the White Sox and the Astros. But I do want to ask you about one more game, Goo, tomorrow, and that's the opener of the Braves and the Brewers, two teams that haven't yet played in the postseason. Milwaukee's minus 145 against Atlanta on the money line, and plus 145 on the run line. Charlie Morton against Corbin Burns. Who do you like tomorrow, Atlanta at Milwaukee?
Milwaukee ended the season almost as worse as any other, division winner. But I'm going to throw that out the window. Oh, Charlie Morton. He can be good. He can be bad. But I think the Brewers wake up, and I'm going to take them on the run line, Dibs. I'm back over there on the run line. I like the Brewers, and I think they get this done.
All right. I also like the Brewers, and I think I would take them on the money line, quite frankly. And minus 148. The run line scares me, Goo, because if you win by 1, you lose the bet, even though the price plus 145, much better on the run line. I like just to take the money line, especially in the postseason where you're going to have pretty close games for the most part.
Yeah, I like the thinking, but Morton, if we see bad Morton and that lineup from the Brewers, I think they get to him, and they get to him fast, Dibs, and that's why I'm predicting Milwaukee with a high output in regard to runs, and they get her done.
And they did come in off a long stretch of mostly meaningless games, so Milwaukee's going to have to ramp it up, and of course, Devin Williams, the great reliever for Milwaukee, out after punching the wall in a drunken celebration. So,
what are you doing, kid?
Yeah, makes very little sense. So that's your look at the baseball games through tomorrow. But let's turn our attention, Goo, to the start of the NFL week. It's Thursday night football. You got to love it. Week 5 gets underway, and we've got a good one on the docket, Goo. The Rams at Seattle. Seattle is a home dog getting 2.5. What do you think about tonight with an over-under of 53.5?
You know what? This is going to be an NFC West showdown, but I'm going with the Rams. Not because I picked them, Dibs, to win the Super Bowl. They're smart, and after their first loss was handed to them at home, they got kind of embarrassed. Kyler Murray did that to them. And I still remember what the Niners defense, as injured as they are, how physical and aggressive they were with the Niners in the first half. Weren't against the Niners in the first half. They couldn't even block for Russell Wilson. I haven't forgot that. I think this is a gimme game, and I'm taking the Rams minus 2.5 to lay Seattle's, for the first time in a zillion years, 3 straight home losses. I think they're staring it in the face. They can't block. And with 99 on that interior defense for the Rams, I think they win this and Stafford bounces back.
It would be a good bounce back for Stafford and company. And you take a look. IB says y'all need to ask corporate to upgrade your lighting. My lighting's tight right here. I got these big lights in front of me.
Oh, I'm in the dark, and I'm dark.
I like it. We'll continue to try to upgrade the visuals for you, IB. I look at the trends in this game, Goo, and I see the Rams and Seattle both 2-2 against the spread. this year. And shout out E-Dog, our great producer, for putting together some of the notes on this game. But the over is 1-2 in the last 3 meetings between these teams. So I like the under. I think that number is too big, 54.5. So I'm going to stay away from the side. Actually, the over-under has now dipped to 53.5, but still for me, that's too many points. I don't think that the Rams defense is going to allow Seattle to light them up. So I'm going under 53.5 tonight, Thursday Night Football.
It's funny you say that because the Rams and Tampa Bay, I bring them up because they were 2 stout defenses last year, but through 4 games, a quarter of the season, Dibs, both defenses ranked near the bottom. And I don't know if it's a Super Bowl hangover for the Tampa Bay. They got an excuse, but the Rams, I'm kind of, And I think tonight we see them get after it, especially getting embarrassed at home with Kyler Murray in that offense. I think Russell Wilson's going to be running for his life. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to ask you, you don't believe the upgrade from Goff to Stafford means anything in regard to more points for the Rams?
I think it does, but for me, this feels a little bit more like a 28-20 kind of ball game where, the Rams are able to control it. Seattle's going to try to keep the Rams offense off the field through ball control. Seattle's done a better job of running the football this year with Carson in the backfield. So I think that Seattle's ability to play ball control is going to keep the scoring down in this Thursday night game. And, I have a thing, Goo, about Thursday Night Football. Teams coming in off a short week are more likely to struggle, I think, offensively, certainly early in the ball game. So I like the under because it's a Thursday night game, especially.
Yeah, this is good. This is a bettor's night of the heaven. You got baseball and football, Dibs, and you just mentioned it's only Thursday night. 3 tomorrow. Yeah, college.
Yeah, we got action across the board. We'll get to the college slate in just a minute, Goo, but let's stay hot on the National Football League because I know there's another game that you got your eye on here on Liquidate All Assets, brought to you by Livermore Casino. I think it's Niners, Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, right, Goo?
Oh, you went out on me, Dibs.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah.
And we talked about it on Stoney, Guru, and Dibs. We think it will be the debut of young Trey Lance. I think Arizona's legit 4-0. They're at home. The Niners defense at best, the secondary has not been rectified or fixed. I think it's just asking too much to stop that juggernaut of an offense and then have young Trey Lance create offense. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm taking Arizona to win this one and win this one big, Dibs. So I hope when I see you early Monday morning, hey, Goo, you got that one wrong. But just my gut's telling me Arizona, this could get ugly.
Yeah, the spread actually now back down to 5. It started at 5. It went up to 5.5, and now back down to 5. Arizona at home given 5. I also am leaning Arizona's way, and because of the uncertainty at the quarterback position. I think if it is Trey Lance, I think that Kyle Shanahan more likely to keep the playbook a little bit more conservative with Trey Lance. Newer player, won't really look to open it up. I see you, Vasu. He does look a little bit like Tracy Morgan on the OG, which is kind of a fun call with the glasses, the indoor glasses and all that. So I probably won't lay major chicken because I want to root for the 49ers. But if I was a betting man, and I am, Arizona -5 looks to me to be the play.
Yeah, and let's have for Niner Empire. Let's hope that they're wrong. We're wrong, but I just don't see how anybody can come in here. Now, this would be a big win for the Niners if somehow we see Trey using the legs and looking downfield and using Kittle and Debo. I just don't think that's going to happen. And the story of this young NFL season has been the surprise in Arizona Cardinals. And if they get this, Dibs, that'll be 5-0.
Yeah, it would be a very good start. And Kyler Murray, they would, again, to beat the drum more loudly for Kyler Murray as a legitimate MVP candidate, the better he plays and the more that team wins. I'll give you one, Goo, before we get to the Sunday night and the Monday night games, of course, marquee spots. You always got to look at those games, and you got to love those games. But to me, the play is Minnesota at home, -9 against the Detroit Lions. I believe Detroit is the worst team in the NFL. And you mentioned Jared Goff before. He and that offense are really struggling, other than TJ Hawkinson, my tight end in fantasy football. He's a beast. I think Minnesota's a team that's starting to really hum, and they see that, the NFC North is a division that they should be able to compete in. So I'm going to go ahead and take Minnesota and give the 9 to Detroit. Yeah, and there's Russell Murca weighing in. The Giants warming up for Dem Boys. That should be a pretty good one. And that is another game coming up on the docket as well. Goo, let's talk about Sunday Night Football and the matchup that's coming our way as the NFL weekend will be close to concluding. What do you think about Buffalo at Kansas City, Goo? Sunday Night Football. What do you like?
You're going to be shocked. Something's going on with Kansas City, and I don't know if the league's figured out. Your boy Mahomes is going to scramble right, left, and throw it down to Tyreek Hill. Something seems to be missing. I can't put my finger on it, but I do know this. They've been consistent, and they got a leaky defense. Buffalo's coming in feeling good. Josh Allen, I'm taking the over. I think we're going to see a bunch of points in this game. Buffalo can put it up with the best of them along with Kansas City. So I'm taking the over in this game because I am a little torn. I think Buffalo wins it, but I'd rather and feel more comfortable knowing there's going to be a lot of points combined. So the play for your boy is the over.
56.5, Goo.
No doubt. So I could see 34, 33, 40, 37, something. I mean, it's going to be 4th of July.
Man, fireworks. Katy Perry. I like that. If I went on the total, I probably would also lean toward the over. Kansas City's defense has not been great, and Buffalo's really shown a great ability to score. But on the side, I keep waiting for Kansas City, the real Kansas City, to please stand up, but it hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to go ahead and take Buffalo. And I'm going to take Buffalo and the 3 points at Arrowhead. I think Kansas City, this may not be their year. Teams are starting to adjust to the Chiefs. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills and the 3.
I like that one too, but I like the over more. But it's something. If Kansas City can't do this on the national stage, we saw what happened with Baltimore up 11 in the 4th and let that one get away. Made Lamar Jackson look like Dan Marino. So, again, a bunch of points for me, and I wouldn't be surprised with your pick if Buffalo just outright beat them.
I love it, Goo, and we got so much action, and all this is Liquidate All Assets with Guru and Dibs, brought to you by Livermore Casino. Get in on the action at Livermore Casino in downtown Livermore on First Street, Tri-Valley's only poker destination, offering blackjack, 3-card poker, baccarat with no player collection. Enjoy their 24-hour gaming floor, full bar, and restaurant with indoor and outdoor patio seating, and watch all your favorite games. Livermore Casino, open 7 days a week. Visit us at 3571 First Street today in downtown Livermore on First Street. Livermore Casino, Tri-Valley's place to play. Please play responsibly. Goo, the week ends with Monday Night Football. Indianapolis is on the field, taking on Baltimore. Baltimore -7 at home against Indy. What do you like?
I know the Colts, they bring it. They play you tough. They play you hard. I know it's been a struggle, Carson Wentz in and out, but I just don't trust Lamar Jackson and Mr. Harbaugh to cover 7. Those are a lot of points, and this is what I do know. Regardless if Wentz can go or not, the Colts got a good defense, and that could be enough to stymie this Raven offense. I like the Colts +7 in this ballgame. I think they win it outright.
Wow, the Colts is a team that I've had a lot of faith in early on. It has not paid off, have not rewarded my faith in the Colts. So I'm a little hesitant, honestly. The 7 is a lot, but I would go ahead and lay the 7 with Baltimore. I just cannot put my faith in the Colts, but I really like the over, Goo, over 45.5 on Monday Night Football. If the Colts offense can wake up, if Carson Wentz can play through pain, I know Baltimore is going to get their points. So I'm going to go over 45.5 in the Monday night game.
I love this, and I love when we're on two different sides. And I'm not even mad at that one. I think the Colts stymie Lamar Jackson because that's where it starts, this Raven offense. And I think we see that on the national stage. So I stayed away from that and just feel comfortable with Indianapolis +7.
Yeah, Russell Murca weighed in with a question: Washington or the Saints? What do you like in Washington taking on New Orleans, Goo, as we respond to listener requests?
I love this. I'm going New Orleans 2-2, and I know Jameis got off to a good start, but hadn't been anything to write home about. But this is the game. Washington is hemorrhaging. They're hurting. They don't have a future franchise quarterback. And we talk about teams going the other way in regard to, defenses waking up. What happened to Washington? They were stout, won the NFC East, but they look bad. And I don't think they got the answers with Rivera at the helm this week, and Sean Payton and Jameis get it done. So I'm taking the Saints in that game.
It's a 2-point spread right now as it sits. New Orleans favored by 2 at Washington. And I think I'm with you on that. New Orleans has been an interesting team. The defense has been a lot better than what many have expected. This is Liquidate.
Lost a heartbreaker last Sunday, Dibs, so they were in the game.
Washington, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were right there, as our boy Steiny would say. It's Liquidate All Assets with Guru and Dibs, brought to you by Livermore Casino. You see the address at the lower corner of the screen. Go ahead and support the good friends at Livermore Casino. And, of course, also brought to you by the BetQL Network. Get all of your insights at the BetQLNetwork.com. Guru, let's turn our attention to college football. We've got action coming up on Saturday. What game do you like for Saturday college football?
Ooh, my pops is from Texas, so I got ties to the Lone Star State, but it is the Riverboat Showdown with Texas and Oklahoma, and I just like the over. And you're going to fall out your seat, but it's 63.5. Texas can score with the best of them. Cashed my ticket last weekend, and Oklahoma's a bad team too, both ranked in the top 20, and a lot of times these games can be defensive, but this one I think it's going to be offensive, and I'm going over 63.5, Dibs. Both these offenses can put up points.
Man, that's a huge total, but I think you're right. And, the college football timing rules are such that, a lot of points can come because, the clock stops when you get that first down. Yeah, I don't necessarily love it myself, but it definitely is good when you're betting on the over, because those points can come in bunches and they can come pretty late. I'm going to give you one from tonight, Goo, and this game gets underway in about 2 hours. It's a team that I've been supporting ever since I saw them first time this year, and it's Coastal Carolina. They're taking on Arkansas State.
The Pirates.
On the road. Yeah, we're going to take Coastal Carolina tonight, -20. Coastal Carolina's 5-0. They've got dreams of being in one of those big bowl games at the end of the year. Arkansas State 1-4. They've really struggled. We're going to take Coastal Carolina tonight and lay the 20.
I like this, Dibs. I'll be watching 3 screens. And hey, those games, I know 20 people are like, oh my God. But when they get on a run and you talk to them, you know what, Dibs? The first downs in college football, nobody asked, but you got me started. They're like timeouts. I just hate them, and they do prolong the game. So when you got a blowout, it can get ugly, and it can take forever. I like that play -20.
What else you got, Goo, from the college football slate? Because I got one more after you.
Alabama and Texas A&M. They hook up, and it's -18 Bama, and Bama only 2-2 thus far on the young season. They used to be a lock, but I think they get it done -18, so I'm picking them to win by 3 touchdown, Dibs, and I think Saban has his guys ready. I don't know what's happened to where they're just that for sure shot, but I like it. I feel it, so I'm taking Bama over A&M -18 this weekend.
Wow, okay, and Alabama 3-2 against the spread this year. And they have 2 wins in 3 games when the spread is 17.5 or more. Okay. And that's what they're looking at here. So over under 51. So the experts are not looking for Texas A&M to do a lot of scoring in this game, but you like Alabama. And, you mentioned it, Goo. They have not been the Alabama we're used to seeing.
I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. And I know Saban's not happy, and he's the type of guy, Nick, he wants to win by 50. I think they get it together, and it starts against the Aggies this Saturday. I can't wait for this game too.
It should be fun, and that's a real good one right there. Alabama, always a team that's exciting to watch, and a good one when they're favored usually they tend to cover a lot of numbers. I'm going to go with the number 2 team in the country, Goo, for my second college pick of the weekend, and it's Georgia. I think before long, Georgia will be the number 1 team in the country. They've got an unbelievable defense. They've got a powerhouse offense. They're given a big number, 15.5 at Auburn down there at Jordan-Hare Stadium. I'm going to take Georgia. I'm going to ride the Bulldogs as long as I can. I'm taking Georgia minus 15.5 at Auburn in an SEC showdown.
Yeah, I got a friend, Dodger Pete. He likes to play the ponies, college football, and he's been every weekend talking about his Bulldogs from Georgia, and they put up points. So I'm not mad at you, Dibs. I like that one.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where, I'm going to ride the hot hand. It's like when you're playing blackjack and, you keep betting big because you're winning. And when you have that final hand that doesn't go your way, then you pull back. And that's kind of how I feel about Georgia right now.
I love it. And the beautiful thing about what we do here on Liquidate All Assets, Dibs, is, when the dust settles and you look which ones you got and the ones that got away and almost. That's why I love this. I love gambling.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And, especially this time of year when you've got so much action and so much going on. Let's talk a little NBA, Goo, before we step aside here. Episode 22, Liquidate All Assets. Thank you, John. I agree with you that the Bulldog defense is legit. That's why I like Georgia, even given that big number. But NBA, Goo, NBA futures, your Golden State Warriors odds to win the NBA championship, they've got them at plus 900, 9-1.
Wow. Again, Klay Thompson, James Wiseman, when do both of them come back? So that's a big deal. I got the Warriors winning 50-plus games, but I don't have them winning the title. But plus 900, you know me, I'm about value, the value meal, Dibs. So I'd put a little chicken down on that, but I would put that chicken down not expecting that ship to come in. I just don't see the Warriors as a title contender more so than a title winner.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier on Steiny Guru and Dibs, and the last show we'll ever do, Steiny Guru.
We got
we got this, so we'll keep this tight. Lakers are 4-1 to win the title. The Nets are plus 240 or 5-2 to win the title. How do you like those two teams?
Well, I hope you don't mind. We're two vaccinated gentlemen that are doing this show. It's very important. I understand people that still, have some questions or don't want to do it. But Kyrie Irving, to me, is single-handedly ruining the Nets season. And if you read the tea leaves, it doesn't look like he's going to get the shot anytime soon. And if he were to get traded, he'll retire. So I say that to say is I'm not feeling the Nets like I did last year. But that 4-1, I'm lifting the mattress over. I'm putting all my chicken on the LA Lakers. This is no joke. It's Warriors on mine. But now you got a healthy AD. You got a healthy LeBron that had to go watch Phoenix, who they had 2-1 in the WC and go to the finals. They've added Westbrook so LeBron can rest at junctures. They got Carmelo. They got Dwight Howard, the muscle down low. I'm telling you, folks, watch out for the Lakers and a motivated Anthony Davis and LeBron. I'm putting something on that heavy. I think these are going to be the NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. I hate to say it, dude.
Man, I hate to have you say it. And thank you for the kind words, AB and Stanton, Wong. Also, I saw Dibs and Goo for life. That hits me in the cardiac muscle. That hits me in the cardiac muscle, to quote Goo. Yeah, I'm also happy to get Steiny and Goo back, though, too, AB, because it's a great show. Goo, MVP, futures odds. You said the Lakers are going to win the chip. LeBron James, 14-1 to be the MVP. He's the 7th choice.
I get that because for him to basically pace himself, I'm going Picanha, to pace himself, he has to give the ball to the others. And, you got AD, Westbrook, and let them do the hard work. I'm going back to New Jersey. You asked me about the finals. Kevin Durant, number 35, will be the MVP. I think by far, Dibs, outside of Curry and just with his size and physical gifts and attributes that Curry doesn't have, Kevin Durant will lead the league in scoring and get the MVP. And Brooklyn will get to the playoffs with him and Harden. but just not win it all. So I like Kevin Durant for this year's MVP.
Yeah, 7-1 odds, bet 100 to win 700. Luka
Who's
Doncic.
Number one, Dibs.
Yeah, Luka Doncic, 4-1 is your favorite. Then it's Embiid and KD. Then Giannis, Steph Curry, plus 900, 9-1 odds. I kind of like Steph Curry. If he leads the league in scoring and they win 50 games, Steph's got a chance to steal it now.
Yeah, and you saw what he did last year in the finish where his team had 39 wins, and he almost got that thing. There was a few, like, could he really get this and pull it off? I don't like Luka from this standpoint. I love his game. I don't think they're going to have the part of it to where they have enough wins for him to get, for it to be worthy to go his route. What do you say to that?
I agree with you. And the over-under for the Warriors is 48.5, the season win total, and I would go under 48.5. I just don't I don't think with the Klay Thompson injury and with James Wiseman not being ready, I just don't think the Warriors are a 50-win team. So because of that, I'd stay off Steph Curry for MVP. But a possible long shot as you look at the MVP race, you've got Anthony Davis, 25-1, and Nikola Jokic going back-to-back at 16-1.
Wow. I don't know the status of Jamal Murray, but I know he's not going to be ready anytime soon. I like the Jokic thing. He's defending his MVP. So I don't know why I'm shocked, but the AD one has me a little more excited at 25-1. I don't know if we see not a letdown from Jokic, but the voters know, he capped off a great season. He got it. I don't see him going back to back. It's been a while. So I'm going to go, get that little extra chicken and feel real good and sleep good at night, Dibs, at 25-1 with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, if LeBron takes it easy and the Lakers are good in the regular year, Anthony Davis at 25-1. Yeah. And by the way, Russell Westbrook also 25-1. That Laker team, it's stacked now, but they have age issues. If they don't stay healthy, that thing could fall apart.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. The great Aaliyah said it. Age is only a number. And to me, it's I'm going Nipsey Hussle. It's motivation. It's about the motivation. And LeBron, AD, Westbrook getting traded and doubted. Carmelo trying to get that old elusive ring. I'll take that and the motivation over the age. Because they're going to pace themselves too, Dibs.
Yeah, and they are. But ultimately, I don't know if the chemistry will work either. We will figure it out. No more New Jersey Nets. And LeBron is on the decline. Well, I'll tell you what, Goo. Awesome episode. Liquidate All Assets brought to you by Livermore Casino. Next week, we'll do it on Wednesday. Back on Wednesday. 3:15, Goo. We'll do it at 3:15. Right, my show's 9 to noon with Mark Willard, the new edition. Count me out. You and Steiny going 12 to 3. We'll reconvene next week at 3:15 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and we'll have better lighting too. How about that, Dibs? Your boy,
my lighting looks good. It's just my damn bald head that's an issue.
Got the Jordan going perfect though. You look good, Dibs. I have fun.
My guy, Goo. Have a good weekend, kid. I'll talk to you.
You too.